All right, let's dive into something huge happening right now in the global economy. We're talking about a massive power play, and it's all centered on gold. But this isn't just about numbers on a screen. It's about a deliberate plan that could literally reshape the world's economy as we know it. Take a look at this number. 4,200 US dollars. Wow, that is the jaw-dropping, record-breaking price for one single ounce of gold. And believe me, that price tells a story that's way bigger than just market value. So that really makes you wonder, right? How on earth did gold's value double in just 2 years? This wasn't some random market blip. No, this was a calculated move in a super high-stakes game of global power. So let's peel back the layers and figure out the strategy behind it all. Okay, first things first. To really get what's going on, you have to appreciate just how massive this surge really is. We're talking about gold outperforming, well, pretty much everything else out there. I mean, it's become the absolute star investment of the year. It's blowing past traditional stock markets, and it's making a lot of people rethink everything they thought they knew about where to find value. This is way more than just a safe bet. It's an aggressive play that's changing the entire investment landscape. So you gotta ask, what is fueling this incredible surge? Because this is not random, not at all. This is the direct result of a very deliberate, very calculated strategy by some of the world's biggest players. Okay, so who? Who has the power, the resources, and the reason to go on a buying spree this big? The answer? Well, it tells us a lot about a huge shift that's underway in the global economic order. And here they are, the main players. Right at the center of it all, you have China and Russia. They're leading this massive, coordinated effort with other central banks and huge sovereign wealth funds. And what are they all doing? They're strategically moving their reserves away from the usual assets and into the solid, tangible security of gold. And this is the most important part, the why. This isn't just about making a quick buck. The sources are really clear on this one. This is a geopolitical strategy. It's a power move designed to shift influence on the world stage. So what's China's endgame here? Well, a few big things. First, they want to be less dependent on the US dollar. Makes sense. Second, they want to beef up their national reserves with a real physical asset. And third, and this is a big one, they're using this strength to build a whole new financial system with their BRICS partners, one that operates totally outside of the traditional Western framework. And that leads us right to the heart of the matter. Think of it like a seesaw. Gold's rise is directly tied to a strategic push against the US dollar's long-held dominance. As one goes up, the other is being purposefully pushed down. But why now? I mean, these kinds of geopolitical tensions aren't exactly new, right? They've been bubbling under the surface for years. So what was the trigger? What was the spark that lit this fire and suddenly made gold so incredibly important? The answer is actually found in a small change to the financial rulebook. A change that seemed kind of technical at the time, but it completely changed the game for gold's role in the global system. So here it is. Gold was reclassified as a Tier 1 asset. Now, what does that mean? It means it's now officially considered the highest quality, most trustworthy form of collateral. It's on the exact same level as cash or U.S. government bonds. For a central bank, that's like getting a giant green light. It basically told them their gold reserves were the safest bet possible and go time for this massive buying spree. And this, right here, lays it all out. You've got two systems competing against each other. On one side, you have the old guard, the system run by the IMF and the World Bank, all centered on the US dollar. But on the other side, you have this new alternative emerging, driven by the BRICS nations and backed by, you guessed it, physical gold. And this isn't some theory for the future. This is what's happening right now. Now, a clash this big doesn't just happen quietly. It's sending a massive shockwave through the entire global economy. And the ripples? They're starting to reach everyone. And people are reacting fast. You've got countries like Mexico scrambling to buy up more gold to build what they're calling a financial shield to protect themselves. At the same time, this super high price is squeezing industries all over the world that actually need gold to make stuff. And this price hike isn't just an abstract number. It has a real impact on things we use every day. Gold is a crucial part of electronics. Think about what's inside your smartphone or your laptop. The jewelry industry obviously is feeling it big time. And it goes even wider into general manufacturing. Basically, the cost of making everyday things is going up, and it's a direct result of this geopolitical chess game. So, you add it all up. The crazy prices, the strategic buying, the shockwaves hitting the global economy, it all points to one thing. We are standing at the very beginning of a new monetary era. And just look at how we got here. It's like a trail of breadcrumbs. 2022, geopolitical tensions boil over. 2023, that game-changing reclassification of gold. 2024, the huge buying spree from China and Russia kicks into high gear. And boom, here we are in 2025 with that price explosion. Each step wasn't an accident, it was a deliberate move in a much bigger plan. So where is this all heading? What could the future look like? Well, the sources suggest a world where we see new digital currencies that are backed by actual physical gold. We could see new international credit systems that work completely outside the IMF. And the big outcome? A global economy where developing nations finally have a shot at more financial independence. For most of our lives, the financial map of the world seemed pretty set in stone. But right now, before our very eyes, it's being completely redrawn. And that leaves us with one heck of a question. As this new world order falls into place, where is the power really going to lie?